is Tuesday, March 6th, 2018. I am Jeffrey Jansen. I'm coming to you live from Quincy, Illinois on the mighty banks of the mighty Mississippi River. I always say that because there's a lot of people that are not from around here. Today, with motivation. Today, when you get out there, take a couple deep breaths and, breathe a little bit. The reason why I'm telling you to breathe a little bit when you go out there today is like a track star or a track runner or a speed skater or somebody that's getting ready to run a mile or a marathon. They get prepped at the beginning. The practice is over. It's time of the event is here. So the person, they get down on two legs. They start thinking in their head about what their objective is, what their goal is. They basically they put their objective on a pinhead. Okay? And that's what they're looking at. They're looking at that finish line. They're looking at how they're going to cross, not just first, but also the fastest, trying to break records. Are they going to do it? You never know. But here's what they do. After all the practicing is done and over with, after all the, everything you can do, all the different events are finished, you have your last race. They get at the starting line. The person that's getting ready to start the starting line puts the gun in the air, the start gun, and the gun goes off, and wham, the racers are off. Each racer is pinpointing their direction right into the finish line. The ones that have not pinpointed that direction are the very ones that do not come in first. They're the ones that come in last. So it's not always about the super motivational, get that energy up and going, because the energy is already there. Now what you got to do is you got to treat that energy like a spring. Everything I talk on here actually has a purpose. So now, after you got your practice, now that spring is loaded. That spring is now all the way down, and it's waiting for you to release it. Your legs are a spring, your mind is a spring, your tongue is a spring. But now, the real moment of proof is upon you. That moment of proof. When that gun goes off, your spring is released. And bam! All with muscle memory, time management, everything you practiced for years, everything that you built up for in this one single race, and you're just gone, and you're going. Nothing else is in your way. Nothing else matters. It's like Michael Phelps when he jumps into the pool. You know what? He doesn't think about anything else. Or, Dan Jansen when he was speed skating in the ice. Did they have failures? Yes, they did. But it was just to narrow their target. They're pinpointing where they need to be, and they're already imagining themselves there. But the second that the start goes is the second they're off, and nothing else matters in that split second. 10 tenths, I can't even say it. A millimeter, a centimeter, a half a second is all the difference between winning and losing in some cases. When you're going in to get that job, you're going to compete with people. Now, do you want it as bad as the person in front of you or behind you? Do you want to write that book as bad as the other people that already have books out? Are you the person that wants to get that raise? Well, how bad do you want that raise? Are you somebody that wants to take care of your kids, that wants to take care of life in general? Are you somebody that wants to escape from the everyday? Are you that person that's all the time saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, here's the proof. You got everything on that pinhead now. You've narrowed your vision. The race is about to start. The practice is over, the warm-ups are over, the stretching is over. All now, it boils down to this very final second. Bam! You're off. You're going. What are you going to do during this race? And guess what? You only have seconds to think about it. When you get in front of that interviewer, you only have seconds to think about what you're going to say to put on a good show. Everything is show. Everything is sales. Everything is about goal setting. Everything is about motivation. Now you've built all this time up, all this energy up to conquer what you can do next. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? You're out there. You're going. You were kind to people. You were grateful to people. People helped you train. They helped you practice. Now it's up to you, because everything you train for is about the focus of the race. As you lift your head, you look at the finish line, and you say, okay, it's time to go. In the Marine Corps, we have a book called The Last 100 Yards. Okay? And believe it or not, it's not necessarily a book, as more of, training manual. But the whole point is, the hardest time you're ever going to have in your life is the last 100 yards, is the last few seconds, is the last moments of an interview. That's the last time you have a chance to get something done in order to break through perimeters, in order to achieve goals. It is the last 100 yards. The last few seconds of your life that are going to say the difference between winning and losing. Yay or nay. Get the job or not. Get the sale or not. Last 100 yards. The last 30 seconds. That is what's in the time frame between the start to finish. And that is what you build up for every single day. That's what you get your motivation for. All those songs you listen to are like, that's what you're getting ready for. That's what you're building up for. Because it's all going to boil down to, it's time to race. It's time for the marathon. It's time for the triathlon. It's time to get the job. It's time to go out for the sale. It's time to read the books. We get motivated at the end of the book like, wow, I just got the... But you realize, the book you can go back and read. These races, you cannot go back and race again. Fisherman catching a fish, guess what? Can throw the water, cast out its line 1,000 times and not catch a fish. But when that fish finally bites, he needs to know how to lure it in. He knows how to basically bring the fish in so that he can actually eat that night. But if you don't know how to fish, you don't know how to reel in that fish, then you're no good to anybody. Anyway, my name is Jeffrey Jansen. I'll talk to everybody later. Each and every one of you have a great day now.